Sri Lanka was jolted by 2 days of clashes between rival groups of inmates at a prison in the coastal town of Negombo, which is about 35 kilometers north of the capital city, Colombo. At least 28 people were killed and more than 100 others were wounded in the prison riots. On the 7th of July, an investigation was launched into the deadliest prison riot in the island nation in years. Our next report brings you the details.
The notorious Negombo Prison housed about 2,400 inmates, despite only having facilities for about 650. According to the Committee for Protecting Rights of Prisoners, this resulted in severe overcrowding. On the 5th of July, fierce clashes erupted between more permanent convicted prisoners and those under temporary detention at the prison, resulting in the death of 2 prisoners and injury to dozens others. The next morning, a second, more deadly round of clashes erupted, leaving 23 others dead. Reportedly, 7 guards were killed when they tried to break up the rioting. Police riot control squads, armed with batons, and police special forces too were rushed to the prison in a bid to control the riot. A preliminary investigation found that rival gangs had clashed inside the prison before overpowering guards, seizing their weapons and opening fire. On Tuesday, Justice Minister Harshana Nanayakara told the Parliament that a criminal investigation had begun alongside a government-appointed commission, further adding that inmates had also smashed a CCTV camera in the kiosk.
Their intentions are clear. They have completely destroyed the body scanner worth millions of rupees. They have destroyed all the CCTV systems. What they wanted to do was to undermine the running of this prison.
The Sri Lankan Justice Minister also told the Parliament that the fight had started with a few prisoners that leaked information of efforts to smuggle drugs into the prison to prison officials. The aggrieved parents of inmates also lamented the injustice and the unfairness of the system.
Those selling drugs are outside while those taking them are jailed. Why are they doing this injustice?
As police kept the area cordoned off, prison buses were seen transferring some inmates out of the facility. According to the Department of Prisons, as many as 734 prisoners were moved to 4 other prisons on Tuesday morning to reduce severe overcrowding at the Negombo Prison. The next day, the remains of 7 prison officers killed in the prison riot were brought to the prison headquarters in Colombo for colleagues to pay their last respects. Promising that justice will prevail, the Justice Minister tried to console the distraught officers.
It is difficult for me to soften your sadness, but remember, we are there for you all. We will investigate. Justice will prevail.
Noteworthy is the fact that Sri Lankan prisons are operating at an estimated 4 times their intended capacity. The riots at the overcrowded Negombo prison has once again brought to the fore the issue of Sri Lanka's chronically overcrowded prison system. The question is, will the scale of violence and the number of casualties in the Negombo prison riot lead to a much-needed overhaul in Sri Lankan prisons?